Yeah, I better mention my little CZ 7.60 by 39. I think I've had it for about 2 or 3 years now. I've only ever missed once with it. It's got a little set trigger, so as long as you're steady it'll do the job. And she's light, compact, what you really want for a bush rifle. Perfect, really. Highly recommended. I hope this is in focus for you. Anyway, this is my little Kelty Redwing 50. It's got a little pack for me. It does both day pack and get in and out of the bush pack with the usual camping gear on it. It's got one stay up the middle, which is enough. Actually it sort of broke out of the bottom, so I had to re-stitch that. They could make that a bit stronger, but the rest of it's pretty good. It's got even though it's a thin waistband, it's reasonably long, double cinch from the side, which is excellent. This is a little bit flimsy, this little slide thing, it can pop out, but it's not too bad. And the rest of it's pretty good for organising. Got more than enough pockets and things for bits and pieces, so that's what makes it a good day pack. Good side pockets. Really though, for camping out I usually, for winter, I put a sleeping bag tied on the bottom there. See, it's got that sort of molly webbing down the bottom there. And it's light, and I just wear my polar fleece jacket over the top of it because it's stretchy and fits it and compresses down. And it's fairly streamlined. See where the harness meets the top of it here, there's sort of not much jutting out, so it won't snag on stuff. So all in all, nice little pack. Okay, it's the 5th of October this morning. Managed to shoot a deer, little stag, faithful flash. It's been over a month since my last hunt, so we need a bit more mince. We're practically out of it, so down to our last few bags. So it was good timing. Flash pointed him out when he was behind some scrub, and I believed him and just waited, and he actually backtracked me a bit, and when he hit my scent, my trail, he balked and jumped back, and that's what gave me the shot. So I managed to neck shot him, which was lucky because that'll save all the meat, and we'll turn him into some very good mince. Harvested, that's what they call it now these days, isn't it? Okay, so the other thing you have to do in New Zealand is check for bovine TB, which is actually a cattle TB which spread to deer as well as possums. So we've got to check the lungs, make sure there's no cysts on them, liver doesn't have any spots on, and also the rest of the organs have no cysts as well, and then the meat is safe to eat. Same thing as the last time. We've got the legs in the tree, we've got a cross member going through the joints, we've got the fillets separate up here on the branch so they don't fall off accidentally. One end of the cross member is tied, the other end is free, and it is a young juvenile mingy mingy, which is a good strong and supple wood, so it won't snap, and you can have it reasonably thin, which makes it easier to slide the joints along. So this will be turned into mince. I'll be keeping the rumps and the fillets, of course, and what we've got to do is pack it out. Okay, I've cleaned my meat up. There was a lot of downy fur on it. It's from the springtime molt of the deer. They have a lot of downy fur in the winter, and in summer they want to keep cool, so they get rid of that before summer, so they're molting. And unfortunately a lot of it ends up on the meat, and it takes quite a long time to get it off. So the next phase is to let it cool down, and I've also got to keep the flies off, because if they get on there they could blow it with the eggs, and that'll be a disaster. So get myself a stick and some food, place to sit next to the meat, and this is why I keep it all close together, is because I can swish them off. In summertime, when I'm going backwards and forwards, I can hear it thwacking into the stick, all the flies, and I kill them by the hundreds. Well, at least in their tens anyway. Certainly a lot of them. Yeah, this is just my way of telling which way the wind is going. Little piece of green or vivid green cotton just tied onto the barrel. When it gets real low speed wind, you can just wet the end of it, and you can tell it'll twist, the tail will twist round, even the slightest amount of wind, and indicate which way it's going.